My friends, thank you all for being here today. I am truly honored to stand before you and share some thoughts and insights that I hope will inspire you, challenge you, and equip you to take your life to the next level. Because that is what we are here for, is it not? To become better versions of ourselves, to unlock our true potential, and to maximize the precious gift of life that has been entrusted to us. Now, the title of my message today is Never Complain. Just enjoy your hard times on the way towards success. And let me tell you, this is a message that is near and dear to my heart because I have lived it. I walk this path myself. And I can tell you from experience, it is not always easy, but it is always worth it. See, too many people these days, they want the silver platter, they want the easy street, they want success to just fall into their laps without any effort, without any sacrifice, without any adversity to overcome. And my friends, that is simply not how it works. True, lasting success, the kind of success that transforms not just your circumstances, but your character. That kind of success is forged in the fires of difficulty. It is honed on the anvil of challenge. It is tempered in the crucible of hard times. And make no mistake, we will all face hard times. We will all encounter obstacles, setbacks, disappointments. That is an inescapable part of the human experience. But what separates the successful from the unsuccessful, the champions from the also-rans, is how we respond to those hard times. Do we crumple under the pressure? Do we throw in the towel and give up? Or do we rise to the occasion? Do we dig deep? Do we summon the courage and the determination to push through, to overcome, to emerge stronger and wiser on the other side? That, my friends, is the choice that stands before each and every one of us. And I can tell you from my own experience and from observing countless others that the path of embracing and even enjoying our hard times, that is the path that leads to the greatest rewards, the most profound transformations, the most enduring and fulfilling success. Now I know what you might be thinking. Enjoy my hard times? Are you crazy, Jim? How on earth am I supposed to enjoy losing my job or going through a painful divorce or battling a serious illness? That's just not possible. And I get it, I really do. Those kinds of challenges, they can feel absolutely devastating in the moment. They can knock the wind right out of our sails. They can make us question everything. They can make us want to just curl up in a ball and give up. But my friends, I'm here to tell you that it is possible to not just endure those hard times, but to actually embrace them, to find a way to extract meaning and growth and opportunity from them. Because the simple truth is, those difficulties, those adversities, they are not random. They are not punishments. They are not dead ends. They're part of the journey. They're essential ingredients in the recipe for lasting success. You see, it's like the old saying goes, the oak tree is not weakened by the wind, but strengthened by it. And the same principle applies to us as human beings. It is only through weathering the storms, through facing the challenges head on, that we can truly grow, that we can become the best versions of ourselves. And make no mistake, that growth, that transformation, it is not easy. It requires courage. It requires discipline. It requires a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones and to push ourselves to new heights. But I can tell you, from my own experience and from working with countless others, that the rewards on the other side of that journey are beyond measure. Because when we embrace our hard times, when we refuse to be defined by our setbacks and our struggles, when we choose to see them as opportunities for growth and for learning, that is when we unlock our true potential. That is when we tap into a wellspring of strength and resilience that we never even knew we possessed. And that, my friends, is the key to unlocking the kind of success that lasts, the kind of success that truly fulfills us and enriches our lives. Now, I know that it's easy for me to stand up here and preach about the virtues of embracing our hard times. After all, I'm standing here before you as a successful speaker, a best-selling author, a mentor to countless people around the world. It must be easy for me, right? Well, let me tell you, my friends, it wasn't always this way. You see, I've had my own fair share of hard times, of challenges, of setbacks. I've been down on my luck. I've struggled to make ends meet. I faced disappointments and failures that threatened to derail me completely. And in those moments, believe me, I wanted to do nothing more than curl up and give up. I wanted to complain, to blame, to point fingers and say, why me? Why is this happening to me? But you know what I realized? That kind of attitude, that kind of mindset, it was only holding me back. It was only keeping me stuck in a cycle of frustration and despair. And so I made a decision. I decided that instead of complaining, instead of feeling sorry for myself, I was going to embrace those hard times. I was going to see them as opportunities, as catalysts for growth and transformation. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy. It was a daily, sometimes hourly battle to shift my mindset, to reframe my perspective, to find the silver lining in the midst of the storm. But you know what? It was worth it. Because as I did that, as I refused to be defined by my circumstances and instead focused on what I could learn, what I could gain, how I could emerge stronger, that's when the magic started to happen. That's when I began to see new possibilities, new doors opening up, new sources of strength and resilience within myself that I never even knew existed. And let me tell you, my friends, that is the power of embracing your hard times. That is the transformative potential that lies within each and every one of us. If only we have the courage to unlock it, because make no mistake, the path to success, the path to fulfillment, the path to true growth and transformation, it is not a straight, smooth road. It is a winding, challenging journey filled with obstacles and setbacks and difficult terrain. But it is precisely those challenges, those hard times, that forge us into the people we are meant to become. It's like that old saying goes, the gem cannot be polished without friction, or a man perfected without trials. And my friends, that is the truth. It is through the adversity, through the struggle, through the pain and the heartbreak, that we are refined, that we are tempered, that we are transformed into the best versions of ourselves. And let me tell you, when you emerge on the other side of those hard times, when you've pushed through the challenges and the obstacles and you've come out stronger, wiser, more resilient, there's no greater feeling in the world. It's like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. A veil has been lifted from your eyes, and you can see the world and your place in it with such clarity and purpose. That, my friends, is a gift of embracing your hard times. That is the key to unlocking the kind of success and fulfillment that lasts, that truly transforms not just your circumstances, but your character. And I can tell you from my own experience and from working with countless others, that it is a path well worth walking. Now, I know that for some of you, this might all sound a bit too abstract, a bit too lofty. You might be sitting there thinking, okay, Jim, that's all well and good, but how do I actually put this into practice? How do I go about embracing my hard times and turning them into opportunities for growth and success? And that, my friends, is a great question. Because the truth is, it's not always easy. It requires a fundamental shift in mindset, a willingness to let go of our natural tendency to resist and resent the difficulties that come our way. But I can tell you, it is a shift that is absolutely essential if we want to unlock our true potential and achieve the kind of success that truly fulfills us. So let me share with you a few key strategies and principles that I have found to be incredibly powerful in helping people to embrace their hard times and use them as a springboard for success. First and foremost, it's all about changing your perspective. Instead of seeing your hard times as obstacles to be overcome, start seeing them as opportunities to grow, to learn, to become better versions of ourselves. When that job loss hits, don't focus on the fear and the uncertainty. Focus on the chance to explore new career paths, to develop new skills, to find a role that's truly aligned with your passions and your purpose. When that relationship ends in heartbreak, don't dwell on the pain and the loss. See it as a chance to do the inner work, to heal, to emerge stronger and wiser when it comes to matters of the heart. And you know what? It's not always easy to make that shift in perspective. In fact, it can be downright difficult, especially in the midst of the struggle. But that's where the next principle comes in. The power of reframing. When you find yourself spiraling down into negativity, into self-pity, into woe is me mode, take a step back and consciously reframe the situation. Ask yourself, what's the opportunity here? What can I learn? How can I grow from this? And my friends, I can promise you, the answers are there. They may not be obvious at first. They may require a bit of digging and soul searching. But if you're willing to do that work, if you're willing to look beyond the surface level challenges and get to the deeper lessons and insights, that is where the real magic happens. And you know what else? Embracing your hard times, finding the silver lining, reframing the challenges. It's not just a mindset shift. It's also a skill that you can cultivate and develop over time. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. And the more natural it becomes, the more you'll find yourself instinctively turning to that mindset whenever adversity strikes. Because make no mistake, my friends, adversity will strike. It's an unavoidable part of the human experience. But what sets the truly successful apart? What allows them to not just survive, but to thrive is their ability to not just endure those hard times, but to actually embrace them, to find a way to extract meaning and growth and opportunity from them. And that, my friends, is where the true secret to success lies. It's not about having a silver spoon in your mouth. It's not about being born into privilege or wealth or advantage. It's about having the courage, the resilience, the mental fortitude to face the challenges head on, to refuse to be defined by your circumstances, and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more equipped to achieve the kind of fulfilling, lasting success that you deserve. Now, I know that for some of you, this might all sound a bit daunting, a bit overwhelming. After all, embracing your hard times, finding the silver lining, reframing the challenges yet, it's not always easy, is it? And you'd be right about that. It's not easy. It's a daily, sometimes hourly battle to shift your mindset, to stay positive, to keep your eyes fixed on the opportunities rather than the obstacles. But my friends, let me tell you something. It is so worth it. Because when you make that shift, when you start to see your hard times not as burdens to be borne, but as gifts to be unwrapped, that is when the true magic starts to happen. That is when you unlock a level of strength, a level of resilience, a level of personal growth that you never even knew existed within you. And you know what else? When you embrace that mindset, when you make that choice to never complain, but instead to enjoy your hard times on the way towards success, that is when you start to inspire others. That is when you become a beacon of hope, a shining example of what's possible when you refuse to be defined by your circumstances and instead choose to rise above them. Because, my friends, the truth is we all face hard times. We all encounter obstacles, setbacks, challenges that threaten to derail us. But it's not the challenges themselves that define us. It's how we respond to them. And when you choose to embrace those hard times, when you choose to see them as opportunities rather than obstacles, that is when you unlock a whole new world of possibility. That is when you start to tap into the well of strength and resilience that lies within each and every one of us. That is when you begin to understand that success, true lasting success, is not about the circumstances we're born into or the hand we're dealt. It's about the choices we make, the mindset we cultivate, the character we build through the crucible of adversity. And my friends, let me tell you, there is no greater feeling in the world than the feeling of emerging from a hard time, of overcoming a challenge, of pushing through an obstacle, and knowing that you are stronger, wiser, more resilient than you were before. It's like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. A veil has been lifted from your eyes, and you can see the world and your place in it with such clarity and purpose. That, my friends, is the gift of embracing your hard times. That is the key to unlocking the kind of success and fulfillment that lasts, that truly transforms not just your circumstances, but your character. And I can tell you from my own experience and from working with countless others that it is a path well worth walking. Now, I know that for some of you, the idea of actually enjoying your hard times might still seem a bit far-fetched. I mean, let's be honest, when we're in the midst of a challenge, when we're facing a setback or a disappointment, it's hard to see the silver lining, isn't it? It's easy to get caught up in the negative emotions, the feelings of frustration and despair. But my friends, I'm here to tell you that it is possible. It is possible to find a way to not just endure those hard times, but to actually extract meaning and growth and opportunity from them. And you know what? The key to unlocking that kind of mindset, that kind of perspective, it all comes down to one simple word. Gratitude. That's right, gratitude. Because when we cultivate an attitude of gratitude, when we make a conscious effort to focus on the blessings, the lessons, the silver linings that are present even in the midst of our hardships, that is when the magic starts to happen. That is when we start to unlock a deeper sense of purpose, a greater resilience, a more profound sense of meaning in our lives. And I know, it's not always easy to feel grateful when you're in the middle of a storm, when the challenges feel overwhelming and the future seems uncertain. But my friends, I can promise you, if you make the effort, if you make the conscious choice to shift your focus, to look for the good, to find the growth opportunities even in the midst of the struggle, that is when the transformation begins. Because you see, the truth is, our hard times, our challenges, our setbacks, they're not random, they're not punishments, they're not dead ends. They are part of the journey. They are essential ingredients in the recipe for lasting success. And when we can recognize that, when we can embrace that truth, that is when we unlock a whole new level of resilience, a whole new level of personal growth. It's like that old saying goes, the oak tree is not weakened by the wind, but strengthened by it. And the same principle applies to us as human beings. It is only through weathering the storms, through facing the challenges head on, that we can truly grow, that we can become the best versions of ourselves. And you know what else? When we make that choice, when we decide to never complain, but instead to enjoy our hard times on the way towards success, that is when we start to inspire others. That is when we become a beacon of hope, a shining example of what's possible when you refuse to be defined by your circumstances and instead choose to rise above them. Because, my friends, the truth is, we all face hard times. We all encounter obstacles, setbacks, challenges that threaten to derail us. But it's not the challenges themselves that define us. It's how we respond to them. And when you choose to embrace those hard times, when you choose to see them as opportunities rather than obstacles, that is when you unlock a whole new world of possibility. That is when you start to tap into the well of strength and resilience that lies within each and every one of us. That is when you begin to understand that success, true lasting success, is not about the circumstances we're born into or the hand we're dealt. It's about the choices we make, the mindset we cultivate, the character we build through the crucible of adversity. Let me tell you, my friends, the rewards on the other side of that journey are beyond measure. Because when you emerge from those hard times, when you've pushed through the challenges and the obstacles and you've come out stronger, wiser, more resilient, there is no greater feeling in the world. It's like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. A veil has been lifted from your eyes, and you can see the world and your place in it with such clarity and purpose. That, my friends, is the gift of embracing your hard times. That is the key to unlocking the kind of success and fulfillment that lasts, that truly transforms not just your circumstances, but your character. And I can tell you from my own experience and from working with countless others that it is a path well worth walking. You see, when we choose to never complain, but instead to enjoy our hard times on the way towards success, we unlock a power within ourselves that is truly extraordinary. We tap into a wellspring of strength, resilience, and personal growth that most people never even glimpse. And the results, my friends, are nothing short of life-changing. Instead of being defined by our setbacks and our struggles, we become defined by our triumphs over them. Instead of being paralyzed by fear and uncertainty, we are emboldened by the knowledge that we have the power to overcome anything that comes our way. And instead of feeling lost and adrift, we find a profound sense of purpose, a clear direction, and a deep, abiding confidence in our ability to create the life we truly desire. But make no mistake, this is not some pie-in-the-sky wishful thinking. This is the real, tangible power of embracing our hard times and using them as a springboard for success. I have seen it time and time again, both in my own life and in the lives of the countless individuals I have had the privilege of working with over the years. The person who lost their job, only to discover a new passion and start their own thriving business. The individual who went through a painful divorce, only to emerge stronger, wiser, and more connected to their true self than ever before. The entrepreneur who faced a string of failures, only to finally crack the code and build a multi-million-dollar empire. These are not just stories, my friends. These are real living examples of the transformative power of embracing our hard times. And the common thread that runs through each and every one of them is a simple, yet profound choice. To never complain, but to instead find a way to enjoy the journey, to extract meaning and growth from even the most daunting of challenges. Because that, my friends, is the secret to true, lasting success. It's not about avoiding the hard times. It's not about hoping for a smooth, easy path to the top. It's about having the courage, the resilience, and the unwavering determination to face those challenges head on, to push through the pain and the struggle and to emerge on the other side as a better, stronger, more fulfilled version of ourselves. And when we make that choice, when we commit to that mindset, the rewards are truly extraordinary. We unlock a sense of purpose and meaning that transcends the material trappings of success. We cultivate a deep, abiding confidence in our ability to overcome any obstacle that stands in our way. And we inspire those around us, becoming beacons of hope and resilience in a world that all too often seems defined by fear and uncertainty. So, my friends, I challenge you today to embrace your hard times, to see them not as burdens to be borne, but as gifts to be unwrapped. I challenge you to shift your mindset, to reframe your perspective, and to find the silver lining, the growth opportunity, the lesson that lies within even the most daunting of challenges. Because when you do, when you make the decision to never complain, but to instead enjoy your hard times on the way towards success, That is when the magic happens. That is when you unlock the true power that lies within you. The power to create the life, the legacy, the impact that you were born to make. So let's get to work, my friends. Let's embrace the journey. Let's welcome the challenges, and let's show the world just what we're capable of when we refuse to be defined by our circumstances and instead choose to rise above them. Because the future, my friends, is ours for the taking. And with the power of an unshakable mindset and an unwavering commitment to growth and transformation, there is nothing we cannot achieve. Thank you. And God bless